And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
The NBA season in full swing now. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. A lot of high expectations in Brooklyn. That brings a lot of pressure, Shaq. And are the expectations grounded in reality?
Well, as a fan, it's your right to have high expectations, but the fans probably expect a little too much out of this Brooklyn team. They don't really have a lot of stars to compete for the title, and being in New York, that pressure doesn't help them either.
Do you feel like it's tough to live up to people's expectations?
Well, it depends on your thought process. To me, expectations is nothing.
You think folks who are playing this game right now have expectations of you?
Yes, they expect us to do what we do.
Are we doing that?
Yes. Are they laughing?
Oh, they're howling. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center, bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. It has not been a dramatic change this season to the performance last year in terms of the record, guys. Every game, though, a chance to get better as a team.
Checking out Brooklyn, they've just never really found their groove this season. I mean, not yet anyway. They're kind of stuck in the middle of the pack right now.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of time left to find that groove, Clark. That's the problem. I mean, unless things really come together for them soon, I think they're going to stay in kind of that middle of the pack area the rest of the way.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thompson and Verija at the 4 and 5. Irving and Waiters, the guards. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here is Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Clock at 6. LeBron drives in. Soft touch off the glass. LeBron's got the first points of the night for the Cavs.
Strong move to the hoop. Nice power move. I like that one.
Left side, Jack. Garnett with a screen on Irving. Johnson outside. Here's Bogdanovich. James covering. And the basket good. Here's Irving. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Even though the Nets staged a great comeback last season, you have to wonder if they'll view what they did as a disappointment.
Well, they did bring in some big-name stars, but still ended up, I think, right in the middle of the playoff pack in the East and perhaps fell a little short of what they hoped to accomplish last season.
Here's Jack following the basket by LeBron James. Johnson kicks to Jack. Here's Garnett. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Johnson right side. Here's Bogdanovich. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Irving with the ball. Averaging 16 points a game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Thompson dishes to Verija. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Now here's Garnett. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. And that one's good. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Their defense got absolutely destroyed in that game, guys. They weren't closing out on the perimeter shooters. They were allowing people to get into the paint and score from point-blank range. Just an overall abysmal effort.
Yeah, something was missing, no doubt about that. They let an opponent shoot a really high percentage, and that's got to be a concern going forward.
Lopez sets a screen for Jack. Johnson, the pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And for him so far this season, he's shooting 83% from the free throw line. Those are outstanding numbers.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
First one falls for him. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Nobody near Irving, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Nets trail by 3.
Well, last season viewed as a bit of a hiccup in Kyrie Irving's rise to greatness. His shooting percentages fell, but he actually improved his assist-to-turnover ratio. He's cut his turnover rate every season, as a matter of fact.
Now here's Lopez. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
The Cavaliers have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. LeBron sets the screen for Irving. Verjao with a screen on Jack. Thompson against Johnson, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And for Irving, some have said he over-dribbles and tries to freelance too much offensively. They'd like to see him become more pass-oriented. Some of that really a function of personnel, but I think he can and will improve as a passer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Lopez. Karolinko comes in for Kevin Garnett. Anderson, he's checked in for Johnson. And Darren Williams is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And Plumlee kicks to Anderson. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. You talk about areas for Irving to improve, Clark. Defense certainly part of it.
Yeah, and with LeBron back, I think every player will be held to a higher standard defensively, no question. Kyrie, a player with a lot of responsibility offensively, but to be great, you got to do it at both ends.
Here is Plumlee. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Now here's Plumlee. He's guarded closely. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Irving. Baseline jumper. That one rolling around and rims out.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
LeBron drives in, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
LeBron James is able to do everything on the court. He's also looking to expand his horizons off the court. Plans to star in a movie. Even helped develop a TV series based on his life story a little while back. So he's exploring various avenues of self-expression.
Free throw good, James. And, you know, talking about LeBron, he even toyed with the idea of applying for the role of Players Union president.
Yeah, as if he doesn't have enough on his plate already. You know, LeBron obviously so busy with all of his endorsements and advertising, but also trying to carry this franchise. I think it was better for him to avoid that Players Union job.
Well, LeBron said last season that he just couldn't see leaving the Heat. But I guess he came around. The championship foundation in Miami, but some cracks started to show, and now he's back in Cleveland.
Now here's Williams, and he gets it to go. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Hasn't been the hot start he's wanted here. I mean, he's got a few to fall, but doesn't seem on target most of the time he fires.
LeBron outside, and they double him up with LeBron. To the middle, here's Thompson. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Offensive rebound. And Anderson kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the triple. And the basket good. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
Bogdanovich.
James has a 2-pointer. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Coming up next Sunday night, December 14th, Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls go up against Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat, live from American Airlines Arena. Make sure to catch it.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Cavaliers leading. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Cleveland, Jones is out there with Marion. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Varejao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. The Cavaliers 4th.
Kevin, I'm absolutely amazed. I mean, their production at the line has been spectacular. I mean, it's been unbelievable. Well done by these guys of late.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by the Nets. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And that game, guys, was really a perfect example of how important your bench can be. I thought the reserve production was really the key.
Exactly. That was where a lot of their scoring came from. It was a big game for the backups.
Now here's Williams. Following the miss by Anderson Varejao. Check for 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Jack's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Brooklyn. Cavaliers trailing.
Well, you remember when Darren Williams first got to the Nets, it was kind of a bare cupboard on that roster. And now a totally different story. He doesn't have to carry this team because he has so much more help.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Kyrie Irving so excited to play with LeBron James. He said, you have the best player on the planet coming to your team. Every game is going to be meaningful. I'm his point guard now. I was a 21-year-old kid just trying to learn. Now that Bron's here, I can learn how to be an even better teammate and an even better leader. Guys, over to you.
He's always had utmost confidence the Cavs would turn around, and they're right on track. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the miss from Joe Johnson. Pass to Dellavedova. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. From 18 feet away, the shot is off. Jack with the defensive effort.
And, you know, Darren Williams' usage rate has fallen off quite dramatically over the last 3 seasons. There's not nearly as much asked of him offensively, and I think that sits well with Darren Williams at this point in his career.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Brooklyn making some changes. Lopez comes in for Plumlee, and it's Garnett in for Andrei Kirilenko. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Irving's checked in. And Darren Williams struggling with ankle issues over the last handful of seasons, Steve. Cortisone shots, platelet shots, he had it all.
Yeah, the Nets hoping if they can reduce that load on him that finally the ankle troubles will be a thing of the past. But we'll see. He's getting to that age where it may be a chronic thing. And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Johnson against Jones. Lopez kicks to Jack. Johnson, a wide open look. No good on the triple.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Now here's Marion. Jones kicks to Irving. Here's the three. Good on the shot. Irving's got 5.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Lopez inside. He's guarded by Verajao. Lopez, no luck.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. Back to Verajao. Puts one up from 19. Almost, but it rolls out.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Williams dishes to Jack. Lopez, a screen on Waiters. Johnson kicks to Jack. It's stolen by Jones. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Jones is running.
Strong move there to go in for the dunk.
That's a smart foul there to prevent him from the finish.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Dion Waiters going into last season working on playing off the ball, whether, catch and shoot, Steve, or coming off screens.
Yeah, he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, but playing alongside Kyrie Irving, he's got to be more effective without the ball, working off those screens and learning to play with Irving.
And both free throws good for Waiters.
And Waiters really has tried to emphasize staying on balance with his shot. Taking better shots, better quality shots within the offense, and we saw the results. There was an uptick in his percentages from the field and from long range as well.
Anderson cans the shot with nobody near him. We've got 1:23 left here in the second. Irving attacking. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs.
And Waiters still a volume scorer. To improve his efficiency, he's got to get that free throw percentage back up and become more consistent finishing inside. But he's a natural scorer. He certainly has the talent.
Now here's Williams. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Anderson for 3. Offensive rebound. Garnett the pass to Bogdanovich. Anderson outside, shoots the 3, and that one's good. Anderson's got 5 points in the quarter.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass on.
Williams against Irving. Thompson, a screen on Williams, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
So for the Nets, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Lopez, and Kirilenko's subbed in for Kevin Garnett. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Lucas is checked in. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams dishes to Plumlee. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. And the rejection by James.
And if they're smart, they will hold for the last shot.
That's got to be the objective here, Steve.
Lucas kicks to James. Back to Lucas. Miller outside. Irving for three. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Joe, this Brooklyn team has evolved in so many ways the last couple of years. And this season, the addition of Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, how exciting is this for this basketball team?
It's a great feeling, man. We're a new franchise, new organization, and guys are very excited. Brooklyn's very excited about it. And we just here, man, trying to make the fans happy.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Now, the Nets have not defended well against LeBron.
He's got 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
The Cavaliers leading by 3.
You know, there were a lot of people, me included, thinking that Cleveland would take a step forward and be a team that could make moves in the East and perhaps get to the playoffs. But injuries and inner turmoil really kept that team from being playoff caliber.
Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Johnson is out there with Jarrett Jack. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Jack against Irving. Passes to Bogdanovich. Garnett with a screen on LeBron. And Bogdanovich kicks to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Uncovered. Rebound by Anderson Varejao. Varejau's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Cleveland ended 10th in the Eastern Conference last year. They got close, but they couldn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, there would be a lot of shocked analysts if they didn't finish near the top of the East this season. All it takes is one good summer, and your team can jump to the top of the East.
Now here is Jack, following the miss by Anderson Varejao. Outside Jack. The pass to Johnson. To the right side. Here's Bogdanovich. The step back jumper is good. Bogdanovich has got 10. The Cavaliers leading by 3. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Cav, Coach Lionel Hollins helped define the Grizzlies' grit and grind style and was asked if he'd replicate it with the Nets. He said, quote, "We're going to be aggressive and tough. We'll play together and never quit. But how our style will be is up to the group. The key is creating a system that fits them and allows them to excel." Kevin, back to you.
As a coach, you've got to adopt your talent, Doris. Thanks. Johnson against Waiters. Kicks it out to LeBron. Picked by Verajao. The 3. Shot's good by Waiters. Waiters got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs.
Dion Waiters, a terrific scoring combo guard. He tantalizes you with that talent, that blend of ball handling, shooting, athleticism. Boy, he has a ton of potential.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Waiters very strong with a quick first step.
Yeah, I love the fact that he's able to keep constant pressure on the defense because of his attacking nature off the dribble. And he can finish above the rim, too.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Jack's shot is good.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. He said making sharp entry feeds, getting the ball into the post, and getting points on the low block is going to be critical the rest of the way. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. And Cleveland making a change here. Marion's checked in. Garnett with the screen for Jack. Johnson right side. No one near him. No good off the back of the rim.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Took him no time at all on that one. 8 points for Dion Waiters.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Nets trail by 7. Jack passes to Lopez. And the layup is good. Lopez has got his second bucket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done. His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Jack. Pass to Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on LeBron James.
Brooklyn Nets going all in last season, a record $89 million in luxury tax payments on a mission to win a championship. Of course, it didn't happen, but the question is, where do they go from here?
And, you know, for the Nets, between their trades with the Hawks and the Celtics, they actually traded away most of their draft picks through 2018. So, you know, what you see is pretty much what you're going to get with this group.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Plumlee is checked in for Lopez. Karolinko comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Williams in for Joe Johnson. Mike Miller's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Dion Waiters. And you remember the Nets owner guaranteed a title within 5 years. That's this postseason. Said if he failed, he'd punish himself by, Steve, getting married.
Sure his future wife appreciates that comment.
Yeah,
but,
really.
I don't know. Maybe he's a romantic at heart, Kevin, or maybe not.
What a way to get your marriage started.
Yes. Outside Jack. Williams has a screen for Jack. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Jack's got 4 this quarter.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
On the wing, Irving. On the wing, Marion. Puts it up from 12. Plumlee with the rebound. Nets trail by 5. Kirilenko kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Dellavedova. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Well, defense is a big part of these players' games as the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. 4th, Andrei Kirilenko.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in the league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the inside.
And that's the ideal makeup of a wing defender. The perimeter defense is really a requirement. I mean, you got to be able to do that, but you can also block shots like these guys can. You become even more valuable.
Alan Anderson's checked in for Jarrett Jack. John Lucas is checked in for the Cavaliers. Williams kicks to Kirilenko, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Dellavedova kicks to Miller. LeBron James on the wing. Miller outside. He's looking for James and finds him. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Lucas, that's good.
Nice play there on that inbounds play, and it paid off with the 3.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
That's what I'd do. Make sure you get a couple of shots here to close this quarter.
Williams passes to Bogdanovich. And he gets it to go. Bogdanovich has got 6 points in the quarter.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure. The energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
Lucas against Williams. Poke loose, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
Cavaliers substitution. Tristan Thompson.
Thompson, a screen on Williams. Lucas. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
A second chance effort. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
The Nets shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Here's Miller. 1 second left. Can't get it to fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
Coming up this Friday, December 12th, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers go up against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. It's the real deal.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
Nets trail by 4. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Lucas is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Miller in at small forward. The dish to Anderson. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Johnson, a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
and his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Williams. The Cavaliers making the shot. Johnson outside. Johnson right side. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
I mean, that's just too weak on the coverage. Heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you the game.
Lucas kicks to Varejao. Feeds it to Waiters. Back to Varejao. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for the Nets. Jack comes in for Darren Williams. And then for Cleveland, LeBron's checked in for Miller. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Lucas. And so Varejao hits them both. Nets trail by 6. Outside Jack. He dishes it to Lopez. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Brook Lopez managed 17 games last year before needing season-ending surgery on that right foot. That was his 3rd surgery on the foot in less than 2 years. And that's the question now. Can he stay healthy?
That's good from Lopez. And for the Nets last season, it seemed that they found their rhythm as a team once Lopez was out. How could that be?
You know, sometimes you lose a key cog in your offense and in your team, and other guys step up. You change how you're playing, and guys get some confidence, and they're all pros now. So when the opportunity knocks, guys are ready to step into that role and fill the gap, and I think that's what happened. You know, Brook Lopez is a devastating scorer from the right block, and at his size, it's really tough to bother that shot, and really it comes down to whether he makes it or not, and most of the time he makes it. Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger card right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either. And there's been 0 effort defensively by both these clubs tonight.
And don't let that high score fool you. I mean, it's a product of poor defense more than great offense.
And for Brook Lopez, the next evolution of his game is improving as a passer from the low block.
Yeah, you know, you have to punish teams for double team. And that's how you go from star to superstar, making your teammates better. Lopez has continued to evolve. Hopefully he can stay healthy this year. That's the main thing.
That's good. Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Now here's LeBron. Waiters dishes to Thompson. Back to Waiters. Shot clock at 5. The drive by James on the money from 12 feet away. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Timeout called the Nets. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Now here's Lopez. Garnett outside. Here's Bogdanovich, and he banks in the layup.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. LeBron outside. Shot, high post. Here's Varejao, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Shooting for Cleveland, Anderson Varejao.
That's good from Anderson Varejao. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jack against Irving. And Jack kicks to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Jack for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. 10 points now for Jack.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Irving passes to Thompson. Waiters dishes to Irving from the baseline. And he knocks down the jumper. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Timeout called the Nets. Dishes to Johnson. Here's Lopez. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Brook Lopez. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, I think that's a great strategy. Not only do you get easy points, but the clock stops as well.
Lopez hits them both.
Well, Lopez has been great. 12 points. 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
Which can't be undervalued, Clark. So many times a game can come down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're up by 2. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Now Irving. Here's James. He kicks it to Waiters. And here is Irving. Varejao setting the pick for Irving. And again, it's Cleveland.
That jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Yeah, they've been pulling up and watching them go down.
Garnett with a screen on Irving. And Jack kicks to Bogdanovich. Varejao grabs the board.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Cannot hit. Good D by Lopez.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
Here's LeBron. Here's Thompson, and that's good. A nice job at the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 6. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. In low to Garnett. Stolen by Thompson. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to LeBron. LeBron is doubled. Irving against Williams. Now here's Waiters. Guarded closer. Johnson over to help. 4 on the shot clock.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Cavaliers now. 3 on the clock. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 8. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end. But this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let fate run its course so you can get on to the next game.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Karasov. And the Nets miss again. Now here's Lucas. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.